Good morning and welcome. You join us for this match between Andhra Pradesh and the Mumbai Triumph. I'm Mike Atherton, and with me for this exciting contest is Mel Jones, Ali Mitchell, Ian Healy, and the...
You'd be tempted to bat first on this pitch, but with this bowling attack, it's not a bad idea to get them at the opposition early and see what problems they can cause.
Wait! Quick onto that in the infield.
Lovely shot to start the innings. Unfortunate they just couldn't find a gap.
Yep. Right out of the middle.
Found the gap with ease. Wasn't the worst ball you'll see, but it still raced to the rope.
Yep. Really good shot there.
That went all the way up toward the grandstand for four, driven away nicely.
Yep. There'll be one run here for them. A lot of pressure coming to the crease. Not had the best of weeks leading up to this game, and will want to show everyone their strength. Yep.
And they're away and nicely off the mark.
Yep. Nicely played. Perfect timing.
Fielders there in the covers, but they put it right into the gap. That's a beautiful shot.
Really playing all their shots that over. Really expensive. Going with pace now.
Wait there.
Couldn't get it through the field.
Wait. Yep. No.
That would have been a very risky single. In the end, a good decision to stay put.
Timed that brilliantly.
The fielder could only pick that up off the boundary rope. Punched that away through the covers with exquisite timing.
I'd like to see them aim for the top of off now. As a bowler, you've got to make them play on your terms. That's right out of the middle of the bat.
That ball was just an invitation that was accepted by return of post. Archer will be disappointed with that delivery.
Right off the middle of the bat.
That was a massive shot, middled, and it flew over the boundary. Brilliant stuff.
Getting nicely settled at the crease now. Would have been really happy with that last shot. That's an unbelievable shot into the crowd.
Managed to get onto the front foot early and just incredible power to loft that one over the boundary.
A brilliant over for the batting side. Not so for the bowlers.
It looked like a pretty good delivery, to be honest. The umpire's given it as a wide.
Drives it into the covers. Fielders no chance.
Picked up 4 with a lovely shot off the front foot.
Don't need to do anything special. Line and length is the key.
Played that beautifully. Saw the short one and got out of the way. No more of those in this over.
Super shot that.
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot, and there's no point in chasing that.
Picks the gap perfectly.
What a lovely shot. Really good timing out of the middle and raced to the boundary.
Hit that hard. Nailed it.
And that brings up the 50 partnership for these.
A really good 50 partnership. These two are looking strong, and it's going to take something special to break it up.
You can see how good this pitch can be for batting. You want the player coming forward, but it's a tight margin. Only a touch full and put away. Flew away with pace. Brilliant timing.
Went downtown and did it very well.
A little short on that occasion. Needs to adjust the length slightly to be just a little fuller. Too short on this pitch, and as we've seen already, it makes it very easy to score. Lovely timing. Will this one go to the fence?
Pushed onto the front foot and presented the full face of the bat.
Going with spin now. Drives and misses everything.
Just threw the shot too early.
They'll push hard. Should get back for 2. A beauty. Brilliant catch.
An innings that promised much and really, in the end, delivered very little. Pretty disappointing all round.
Nice shot. Runs possible. A couple on offer here.
Exquisitely done on the front foot. A gorgeous looking drive. Could have been worth more.
Yes.
They'll get at least 1.
Got forward well and was able to drive the ball. A lovely shot and good running.
Middle that one. Great timing.
And that brings up 50 runs for this batsman.
Top class innings, been playing very nicely out there, and that brings up the half century.
Don't mind getting hit for runs. What's important is to focus on getting the next ball right. Incredible shot. Straight through the covers. 4 runs.
Nothing really wrong with the delivery. Got onto the front foot and found the space to get that one to the boundary.
14 runs added there. Andhra Pradesh are 1 for 78. The left-arm pace bowler is coming into the attack from the south end. Into the gap. Nice shot.
Seemed very happy to take the boundary first up. Punched away nicely to get off the mark.
Sharma, I don't think, will be too happy with their bowler at the moment.
Waiting. No.
Good piece of fielding to stop some runs.
Well, for a brief moment, you thought there might be a bit of strife there. In the end, a good decision not to take on the field.
misses everything.
That's wild. Nothing elegant about that shot. Just not timing it at all. It's poor play.
Great timing, right off the meat of the bat.
Just perfection, a majestic shot. You just cannot hit it any better than that. Raced away to the boundary.
Wait. Yep.
Nice shot.
You could see by how it whistled away to the boundary just how sweetly this was timed.
End of the over. 12 runs coming from it. Andhra Pradesh are 1 for 90.
Yep. Bola, bola.
Driven off the front foot. Fantastic cricket shot. Probably expected more there.
A real beauty. Just times it so well.
You can't hit the ball much better than that. Timed it to perfection.
Yep.
Well placed. Should get a single. Caught. One of the easiest catches you'll see.
Well, the end of an entertaining performance with the bat. Certainly a good wicket to get. Those runs were really starting to flow.
New batter comes to the crease. Never an easy time to come in after the fall of a wicket.
Yep.
Just about timed that perfectly.
Too much room given. It came onto the bat really well, and a beautiful shot that just raced away.
Yep.
Great shot through the gap. Perfect timing.
Got forward and was able to drive the ball. Lovely shot, good running.
Wait there.
Straight to the fielder.
Short and wide, did well to get some bat on that.
That ends the power play. The captain with a bit more freedom in the field now. The Indians can now have 5 fielders outside the circle.
No, no, no.
Comfortable single if they take it.
Not a smart decision, you feel, not to run there. Mustn't have a lot of faith in their partner, if you ask me.
Sprayed that very wide. Hits the boundary rope. The keeper had no chance there.
Well, that's perhaps a little harsh. I felt it wasn't that wide.
Yep.
And with that, they're off the mark.
Good bit of timing there.
Saw it from the moment it left the hand, latched onto it and given the full treatment.
Do they go full? Do they go short? A lot to ponder after the boundary. Too good. Not sure anyone is going to cut that off.
Just need one of the cameramen to send that one back. A little bit of width, but clinically put away.
Yep.
Nice timing, good batting, won't get to the boundary.
Good return there, back from the deep.
Yep.
Ease through the field. There'll be runs here. Playing all their shots in that over. A very expensive over.
Yep.
That's great fielding. That ball was flying. That's mistimed. It's gone high. Should be gone. Wow, that's missed the lot.
No runs on that occasion, got into position nicely, just too early on the shot. Couldn't find a gap.
Yep.
Great shot. At least one on offer.
Waiting.
Oh, that is a great catch.
So that's the third wicket down. Not a happy person walking off the field. There's a real feeling of disappointment.
Yep.
There'll be runs here.
Immediately underway with some runs.
7 runs added there. Andhra Pradesh are 3 for 129. Archer coming back into the attack. Beaten on the drive.
Nice bowling.
Not a very smart shot. Got nothing onto it in the end.
Waiting.
Caught. What a position to set there. A brilliant catch.
The big wicket is gone. Never really looked comfortable, and now they have to start the long walk back.
Coming to the wicket, they'll be looking to play within the V early and expand as they get settled.
That is a masterclass of batting. Reads the length, gets forward, and dispatches that to the boundary.
Nice bowling.
Archer with a superb delivery. Got them coming forward, looking to drive, but can't manage to catch the edge.
Got all of it, and for 6.
Just missed the line. Not the worst delivery, but that was dispatched with interest. Everyone just watched that in awe.
Nice bowling.
They'll have to bowl that one again. Must have only been missing by a few millimetres.
Nice.
A reckless heave. This batter is usually a bit more elegant in their stroke play than this. Poor batting.
End of the over. 11 runs coming from it. Andhra Pradesh are 4 for 140. Huge shot. That's a massive shot. Just incredible.
Just missed the line, not the worst delivery, but that was dispatched with interest. Everyone just watched that in awe.
Catch.
Super shot.
Judged the length absolutely beautifully. Footwork was immaculate, but it was the hands that got that to the fence.
Yep.
That's a long way up. Is there anyone there to catch it?
Got their head right in line with the ball. A beautiful strike there down the ground.
Onto the front foot. Super shot. Should be 4.
Good return, back from the deep.
Edged it. Gee, they're bowling well at the moment. They complete another very good over. Archer from the south end.
Yep.
Great shot through the gap.
Good throw from the deep, on target.
Poor ball, all the way down to the boundary. That'll go down as 5 wides.
They shouldn't be able to get that many runs without hitting the ball. What on earth is that fielder doing?
Nicely played.
That's a brilliantly aggressive shot. Gets onto the front foot and it's flown over the boundary.
They've picked the gap. Perfect timing.
He was just a little bit too full and it was beautifully timed.
Consecutive boundaries in this over. I wonder what plans they'll come up with to slow this batting. That's right off the meat of the bat.
And that brings up the 50 partnership for these two.
A really good 50 partnership. These two are looking strong. And it's going to take something special to break it up.
They shouldn't get too discouraged with that last ball. The first step as a bowler is to get the batter playing, which they've managed. If they can find the right spot, the reward will eventually come.
Well, a lovely shot. Really good timing out of the middle and it raced to the boundary.
End of the over. 26 off it. Andhra Pradesh are 4 for 184. Allen, the left-arm orthodox bowler, is coming into the attack from the north end.
Keeper, keeper. Yeah.
Great shot, but it's not going to beat the fielder.
Keeper. Wait.
That's gone. Couldn't ask for an easier catch.
Well, this is a fantastic wicket. Kept the runs down, really didn't get settled and looked to be in trouble for most of the knock.
For Andhra Pradesh.
Waiting.
Thought about a single, decided against it, and probably for the better.
Timed it nicely. They'll look for a couple, you'd think.
Ball is in.
Oh, good running. It needed to be as well. That's probably a lot closer than they expected.
Yep.
Well timed, but there's a fielder out there.
Bowler.
10 runs added there. Andhra Pradesh are 5 for 194. The left-arm medium bowler is coming into the attack from the south end.
Yep.
Great shot.
Good precision with the throw back from the deep. Well, it's a case of blink and you miss it with this innings. 50 brought up and what a devastating passage of play it's been.
Yep.
It mightn't get to the boundary, should at least get a couple.
Keeper.
Couldn't get it through the field. That's an unbelievable shot into the crowd.
Just a little bit of room given. The power was immense. That has flown over the boundary.
Boundary off the last ball. What's to come off this delivery, I wonder? Time to keep the pressure on now. Great last ball to find the edge. It's just a case of finding the same spot.
Yes, nice ball.
Misses out there on the short and wide one.
Pradesh are now on 5.
The over comes to an end. Not many runs coming from it. Both sides need to inject some life into this game.
Wait on.
Collects that one, simple as you like, inside the ring.
Yep, yep.
If that had been thrown to the other end, I think you'd be looking at another wicket for sure.
Yep.
Thick edge.
Keeper.
Brilliant bowling. Having got the edge the previous ball, they now know the areas they need to be hitting.
Yep.
There'll be one run here for them.
Yep.
Chance to run two.
Ball is in. Yep.
End of the over. Andhra Pradesh are 5 for 214.
Yep.
Out. Pretty straightforward catch in the end.
A great innings coming to an end. Brilliant scoring. It was a very entertaining performance, but they have to head back to the pavilion.
Please make him welcome.
They'd look for a couple here.
Just a little bit of room given, and the power was immense. That has flown over the boundary.
Drives and misses everything.
Misses out there on the short, wide one.
Right off the middle of the bat.
That ball has been hit. It has flown into the crowd. To get that much power coming forward on the front foot is ridiculous.
Ball in. Catch it.
Yep.
Brilliant shot that.
What a great shot that was. Onto the front foot really quickly. No stopping that one.
Really playing all their shots that over. Really expensive. David into the attack now from the north end.
Wait there.
Does
Yes.
very well to get quickly across to that one.
Exquisitely done on the front foot. A gorgeous looking drive. Could have been worth more.
That's right out of the middle of the bat.
There was a bit of width on that, and they've climbed into the shot to send it up and over for 6. David with a superb delivery. Got them trying to drive, but messing everything up.
Yep.
Head over the ball. Great shot. That's racing away.
Keeper's ball.
A couple on offer here. Misses everything.
Nice.
That's wild. Nothing elegant about that shot. Just not timing it at all. It's poor play.
Nice shot. Runs possible. Very quick out there, managing to stop it and preventing 4 runs.
Decisive running might have gotten 2. Looking back at it, I'd say they'd have made it easily. So in the end, poor running.
Over. Andhra Pradesh are 6 for 240.
Yep. Keeper's in.
A brilliant throw-in from the deep caps off what was a fabulous piece of fielding. That was a tremendous delivery, fizzed through to the keeper. No more short balls this over.
Well placed. Should get a single.
Yes.
Picks the gap perfectly.
Just perfection, a majestic shot. You just cannot hit it any better than that. Raced away to the boundary.
Great shot.
You can't fault that shot. Nicely played, and it was 4 runs all the way.
11 runs added there. Andhra Pradesh are 6 for 251. They'll get at least 1. Big edge.
Yes, nice bowling.
Flashed at it. Didn't time it well, but got enough to get it to the boundary.
Good catch. Out.
A long walk back to the pavilion. This has not been a good knock. Not what you'd expect from someone of this skill level.
Yeah.
They'll push hard. Should get back for 2.
Onto the front foot and punched it nicely. Would have hoped to find the rope.
Yeah.
Got forward and was able to drive the ball. Lovely shot and good running.
Timed that brilliantly.
It was timed well for 4. Gee, that was a good shot.
7 for 263.
Yeah.
Ease through the field. There'll be runs here.
Got forward well and was able to drive the ball. A lovely shot and good running.
Catch.
Saw that early. No one's catching that. Great shot.
You could see by how it whistled away to the boundary just how sweetly this was timed.
It can be very disheartening seeing good deliveries smacked around. Sometimes you just got to accept it and move on.
Nice bowling.
That's a tough call for the bowler. I thought that was there to be hit.
Nice timing, good batting, won't get to the boundary. There's trouble here.
Good running. It needed to be as well. Probably closer than they expected.
Wait.
Good piece of fielding to stop some runs.
Nice.
I'm not sure what happened with that delivery. Maybe trying the slower ball, but just got it all wrong.
Wait.
Not a great delivery, got it full and lucky not to be hit to the boundary.
Perfectly timed.
And that brings up the half century for this batsman.
That is an amazing half century, just mammoth stroke making. Such an impressive stint at the crease so far.
David to wrap up the innings.
Yeah, yeah.
Great shot through the gap. Perfect timing.
Bowler.
Good return there, back from the deep.
Wow, that's missed a lot.
Nice bowling.
A bit of frustration after that shot, went after it, but just couldn't lay a bat on it.
Nice shot.
Off the front foot, hit it with all the power and elegance of a batter right at the top of their game.
Yep.
Into the gap. Nice shot.
Bowler then.
Yeah, yeah.
Couldn't have played that any better.
No.
Surprised they didn't go for a third. Would have been a very simple run.
Beaten on the drive.
Nice bowling.
No runs on that occasion, got into position nicely, just too early on the shot. Couldn't find a gap.
End of the over. 12 runs coming from it. Andhra Pradesh are 7 for 288. And that's the end of the innings. The Indians have been set a target of 289 runs.
Yep.
Good batting, get an opportunity to score and take it.
Sharma gets off the mark.
The team will be after a positive innings from this batter. A great opportunity to come in and put some runs on the board.
Yep.
A little flick of the wrist to get it round the corner for an easy run.
Waiting.
Finds the fielder with that shot.
Wait there.
immaculate timing there. Great shot through the gap.
Good throw from the deep, on target.
That's the over. The Indians are none for 8. We've seen good control and spin from this bowler. Looking forward to seeing what they can do here. Nicely played, perfect timing.
Onto the front foot early, placed it perfectly into the gap. Timed it nicely for 4 more.
Waiting.
Can't get that outside the ring field.
Yep.
Just threw the shot too early.
Edge, what a ball!
A little late on that, no run scored.
A wonderful delivery to get the edge. You've got to keep hammering away at that spot time and again. That's right off the meat of the bat.
Perhaps that slipped out of the hand a little during the release. Sharma didn't mind and sent it high and handsome over the boundary rope for 6.
Yep.
Really good shot there.
Bowler.
Got forward and was able to drive the ball. Lovely shot, good running.
Yep.
Great shot. At least one on offer.
You never knew which way this match was going. A great finish to a super match that had everything.
From all of us in the commentary team, I hope you've enjoyed the match. It ended up being very close. Hope to see you soon.